The Firefighters Union accuses the San Antonio city manager of violating city policy. An 18-year-old sitting on a couch is killed by a police officer's bullet. And the Spurs win an opening night shootout. This is your Express Briefing podcast for Thursday, October 18th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. The San Antonio Professional Firefighters Association is accusing city manager Cheryl Sculley of violating city policy that prohibits campaigning on city property or on city time, because she talked about the union's 3 proposed charter amendments at a city employee appreciation breakfast last week. The union statement alleges that Sculley held a Go Vote No meeting with the city's airport employees during the appreciation breakfast Friday and asked when the incident will be addressed by the Ethics Commission. The statement also suggests that Aviation Director Russ Handy was complicit, as he sent an email to workers with information about the charter amendments. But City Attorney Andy Segovia says Sculley and Handy shared factual information, didn't violate any policies, and that the breakfast wasn't a campaign event, noting instead that what happened took place because during a question and answer session at the breakfast, Sculley was asked about the proposed amendments and responded with facts, and did not ask employees to vote a particular way. Wednesday, police reported a shot fired by a police officer at a man allegedly reaching for a weapon grazed the suspect and killed an 18-year-old sitting behind him in a West Side home. Authorities say Charles Roundtree was fatally shot at approximately 1:30 a.m. Tuesday inside a home in the 200 block of Roberts Street. That evening, he was mourned by his mother, 33-year-old Patricia Slack, and more than 100 people at the house where he was shot. Chief William McManus says the officers were at the home because someone was punched in the face, and one called for backup because the residence is known as a drug house, with authorities responding to the home more than 50 times this year and about 100 times in 2017. At the residence, police say they found the front door open and 3 people in the living room, including a 24-year-old man and Charles Roundtree. And when the officer approached, the man immediately stood up and took a step or two to the officer's left and reached for a pistol in his waistband. The officer reportedly then fired a round that went through the unidentified suspect and struck Roundtree, killing him. McManus says the wounded man, who was hospitalized, has an extensive record with police and was out of jail on bond for other charges. Officers recovered the suspect's pistol and also found drugs in the home. And Wednesday, a sellout AT&T Center crowd witnessed the Spurs' 112-108 opening night victory over Minnesota, with DeMar DeRozan polishing off a 28-point Spurs debut by scoring the team's final 4, including the go-ahead runner with 32.6 seconds remaining on the clock. While the Spurs were facing their first season opener since 1996 without either Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, or Manu Ginobili on the floor, San Antonio is now 20-2 in season openers under coach Greg Popovich. But looking to the weekend when the Spurs go on the road to face Portland and LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, they might not be so lucky. And that's your daily San Antonio Express News briefing for Thursday, October 18th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts.